start? Oh, here we are. I was like, what is this? Sorry for that abrupt, weird introduction, but happy Evolution Day, guys. We are here. Today is a huge day. It is October 28th, 2018. You see, I'm already flustered, you guys. It's me, Vanessa, representing Wrestling News Blog. I am by myself today, flying solo. Usually I would be at my buddy Chris's house doing this with him, but it's just me today, due to some circumstances beyond my control. But nonetheless, I am still as hype as ever. I am super duper excited. Please excuse the dog in the background. He is happy just as much as I am. I don't even know where to begin. I think I'm gonna start off by saying, holy cow, we're actually freaking here, which is insane. Hello to Patrick, I see you in the chat. Hello Trevor, I see you in the chat. Today is a huge day, you guys, and I'm super duper excited. Like I said, I cannot believe we are here, and to be 100% completely honest with you, I feel very, look at the Ronda Rousey hat, guys. I feel very blessed to, be here and be alive for this time period. Like, I have been watching the WWE since 94, and that was when I was 3, and I've been watching it because of my brothers. They got me into professional wrestling, and back then, when I was watching wrestling, the only women that I remember that stood out to me were like, Sensational Sherry, later, Scary Sherry, and Miss Elizabeth. Like that's what we had back then, okay? To me, that's all I really remember. And then you transition to the Attitude Era, and you had, your Sables and your Chynas and Lita and Trish Stratus and Ivory and Molly Holly and Gail Kim, and the list goes on and on and on. And then, bringing us to the what you call the Ruthless Aggression Era, and you had, Michelle McCool and Stacy Keibler. Actually, no, Stacy Keibler was technically kind of a part of the Attitude Era too. Same thing with Tori Wilson. But you had, Michelle McCool and Mickie James, and Trish and Lita were still kind of in there. And then you had like Beth Phoenix and Jazz and, all of those girls. And then transition until today, which is, I don't know what you call the era. I guess it would be reality era. You have your, Bayley and Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss and, all of those people. I can't even name all the girls right now. I know I missed a lot of them, because I'm all flustered and I'm like trying to figure out all of them. But you get my point. Like, it has greatly improved. And, there have been times where, I'm not happy with everything the WWE does. But for the most part, it's a good place that we're in. And like I said, I would have never thought that we would be like here for an all women's pay-per-view. And it's crazy because we're going to see people from the past. We're going to see people from the present, people from the future. Me and my mom would talk about this all the time. We would always talk about, why doesn't the WWE have a show for women? Why doesn't they have a pay-per-view? And it's crazy because here we are on October 28th, 2018, and it's happening. You know what I mean? Like, it's happening. We're here, and I'm alive for it, and I'm so happy. It's just crazy. It's insane, guys, and I don't even know where to begin on my level of excitement. I have some comments in here. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention because I was trying to focus on my words and then focus on Chio-chan, which is the little doggy you heard over there. Hello to Paulie G. I see you in the chat. What did you say? Other people are alive. That's awesome. Cool. Thank you for tagging people in this chat as well, because I really do want more people to see this one. As you can see, I am all geared up for Evolution, wearing my Shayna Baszler t-shirt, because, I mean, really, guys, if you know me at all, and if you have been following this site at all, that wouldn't surprise you. The fact that I am wearing a Ronda Rousey hat would not surprise you either. I really couldn't decide on what I wanted to wear today. I really couldn't. So I took it to my friends on social media and was like, what should I wear? And you guys voted for my Shayna Baszler shirt. So there you go. You win. But I also have this with me. So I might have like interchangeable outfits because I also have Sasha Banks hat. I got it for my birthday. And then I also have this. I might wave it around like a freaking flag. Because I don't think I want to wear 2 shirts today because it is too hot for that. But I also have my Riot Squad t-shirt because I love the Squad, and it is tearing me apart that the Riot Squad is facing Sasha Banks and Bayley and Natalya. It's like I literally love all 6, so I don't really know what to do. I am definitely torn right down the middle. I'm gonna play Switzerland probably during that match, for the most part, because I feel weird booing either or. Not necessarily booing, but rooting against. But let's go down the card, shall we? Because I want to get this done as quick as possible before the pre-show starts. The pre-show starts at 3 o'clock on the WWE Network, and I think on YouTube as well. By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to WWE Network, you should, because it's free for new subscribers. And today is a day that you definitely would want to, because I feel like crazy stuff is going to go down. Okay, so let's run down to the card, shall we? And I'm going to give you my predictions, what I hope to happen, what I want to see happen, things like that. I think we're about to have a cameo from my roommate. Are we? No, he's just looking at me. No, he doesn't want to be on camera today. He's holding Della, our other doggy. But okay, so let's go with the first match. Not necessarily the first match on the card, but the first match that I want to talk about, which is the finals of the Mae Young Classic, Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. I definitely think this match has the potential to be the show stiller, the barn burner, the one that some people might be sleeping on, that they're not necessarily thinking about. But I definitely think that people should pay attention to both of those. Io Shirai is huge in Japan and has that Japan style of pro wrestling. You have Toni Storm, who is from Thunder Down Under in Australia and has this, to me, Toni Storm is what I would consider the full package. She has the looks, she has the ability to compete, and she also has the rapport. I saw her in her interview at the Round Table yesterday on the WWE Network, and she's very, very likable and definitely has a future in this business. If I had to pick a winner for this match, I definitely would pick Toni Storm, just because, NXT is building NXT UK right now, and I think she needs to be at the forefront of that. Unless they're going to use Rhea Ripley to be at the forefront, which I understand too, because she's a major heel right now. But I think every major heel needs a good babyface and vice versa. So I think, Toni Storm is definitely going to come away with the win tonight. So I'm definitely going to put my money on Toni Storm. There's more comments in the section. Mark says, hey Mark, I haven't heard from you in forever. How are you, my friend? How are your babies? Polly says she has Storm Zero, great finishing move. No, I agree 100%. Storm Zero is definitely cool. Her match that she had last week with Nico Satomura was amazing, and even the match with Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley was amazing. I'm really glad with this year's finals. I don't hate it. I love it. I love all of it, honestly. I love the whole Mae Young Classic in general. Oh, dog's in the way. Oh, hi, Della. Hello. Doggy butt. Get over here. No, move it. Sorry, guys. Doggy butt's in the way. Oh, are you gonna say hi to the camera? Is this what's happening? Don't sit right there. I need that. Come here. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Dog technical difficulties. Zella, hey, can you come over here for me? Come over here. Go this way. No. you don't have to jump off the bed. Just go this way. Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys. She was like on my jacket that I'm using to hoist up the camera, and I had to move her. What is someone's day? Oh, thank you for calling Della a cutie. Yeah, she is a cutie, Polly. You've met her before, so she's super friendly and super nice. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the whole Mae Young Classic in general was a fantastic time, and I'm like I said, I was really happy with the finals. But tonight, I definitely think Toni Storm wins her match. Next match that I want to talk about, I guess, is the all-women's Battle Royal. I don't even know who's in it, to be honest. I mean, everyone, I guess. Everyone that doesn't have a match. I don't know. I mean, we might see some surprises. We might see some call-ups from NXT. We might see people that aren't even advertised. I know literally just yesterday, the rumor that I heard, and I don't think that this will happen, but if it does, guys, if it does, I am going to mark out so loud that I might break a window. The latest rumor that I heard is that AJ Lee might show up in the Battle Royal, and if that happens, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I've had my ups and downs with AJ Lee. I've had different thoughts and different opinions, but there is no denying that she was definitely a part of the women's evolution. So if she shows up there, it would be epically fitting. Same thing with Emma. I mean, that would be amazing. I don't think it'll happen, but wishful thinking. I mean, who knows? Let's see. More comments really quick. Rip Nikki. Are we talking about Nikki Bella? Is Nikki gonna die? Don't worry, we'll get to that. I promise. I hope Caitlyn is in the Battle Royal. Dude, me too. Caitlyn being in the Battle Royal would be amazing, and it would make sense because especially that, she made her return this year during the Mae Young Classic. So if that happens, I wouldn't be surprised either. That's the thing that I keep hyping myself up about, is literally all my favorite wrestlers, with the exception of AJ Lee and Caitlyn, are wrestling tonight. Who knows? They might even be wrestling tonight too, and that's what's crazy. Literally everyone that I have ever loved in professional wrestling is on one card tonight, and I don't even know. I don't even know. I have cried already this morning. This morning I woke up and I listened to a bunch of wrestling theme songs, and I was already getting emotional because this is huge. I'm so excited. Like back on track, guys. Sorry, I know I'm rambling, but Battle Royal. Here's what, like I said, I don't even know who's all in it, but my predictions, I have two, because I know there's going to be so many people in this Battle Royal. So my top two picks for the Battle Royal are going to be the insane Nikki Cross, or the what does she call herself? Not the War Goddess. There you go. Because I was like, it's not the Goddess, because I know that's Alexa Bliss, but the War Goddess, Ember Moon. Those are my two picks. I know that Nikki Cross tweeted something about her not being on Evolution, but she wishes these girls well. But I think she might be trolling us, and she's going to be the major surprise, especially because I know there were a lot of people that shared the general consensus that Nikki should have been called up on the main roster when Sanity got called up, and we never saw her get called up, and then she had her feud with Bianca Belair, and then she had her involvement in the Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black storyline. So I think right now is the time to call her up, so I'm going to go with Nikki Cross, and then if not Nikki, I say Ember, because Ember has championship potential, as we saw in NXT, and I feel like she is a fan favorite, but also a dark horse, and I feel like she has the ability to win. There are more comments on the thread. Let's see. Hold on. Let me read. Trevor says, AJ, yes, please. Paul says, I heard Alexa Bliss was injured. Is it true? Seems like UFC. LOL. Oh man, yes, unfortunately Alexa Bliss is injured. I don't even know what kind of injury it is. Some people say it's a shoulder injury, some people say it's a concussion. I don't know, but I hear that she probably will be at Evolution, just in the corner of her respective team and not actually in the match, so we will see. It says, do you think the rumors of Chris Cyborg coming to WWE are real, or are they just rumors? I definitely think they are just rumors. I don't think Cyborg has any interest in being a professional wrestler. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but hey, you never know, because to be honest, I never thought we would see Ronda Rousey in the WWE, or Shayna Baszler, or Jessamine Duke, or Marina Shafir, but here we are. Let's see. Nikki knows a secret. Nikki knows a secret. Sorry, guys. If you don't know what that's all about, what are you doing with your life? Go watch NXT, please. Go do it, because that stuff is amazing. So go watch it if you don't know what we're talking about with the whole Nikki's got a secret thing. Okay, next match that I want to shed light on, talk about. Well, I don't know, whatever words you want to use. Is the tag match, which is Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox. Guys, oh my god, guys. I feel like this is the match that some people don't necessarily care about. They're kind of like, meh, because I feel like it kind of got thrown together. Originally, it was supposed to be just Trish and Alexa, and then it became a tag match, but then Alexa got injured, and then they kind of like awkwardly threw Alicia in there, which is fine. It's fine. I get it. Ed Boston. What's up, Ed? How are you? Oh, you said bring them on camera. Do you mean my puppies? Come here, Della. Come here, Della. She's like by the door, scratching, because, okay, this is also probably TMI, but she's in heat right now, and we have a boy dog as well. So she wants to go hang out with him, if you will. But I love my babies. If she jumps on the bed again, I will definitely put her on camera, because she's a little sweetie. She's a little sweetie. Hey. What are you doing? Why are you scratching at the door? Yeah, looking at me like I'm crazy, huh? Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah, with this tag match, I feel like people feel like it was, randomly thrown together. It wasn't that important. But for me, I am psyched about it, because if anybody knows me, and I'm pretty sure all 5 of you in here know me like that, you know that growing up, my hero, the person I wanted to be like, the person that like made me fall in love with professional wrestling was Bailey, but it's because I had a thought in my head, but was Lita, and she's wrestling tonight. And in an actual match. It's not like a Battle Royal or the Royal Rumble. It's an actual match. And she's teaming up with her real-life best friend, real-life legend, real-life Hall of Famer, 2 Hall of Famers, Trish Stratus and Lita teaming up together. My goodness, guys. I just had a random idea, literally, as I'm talking to you. What if Trish Stratus turns on Lita, or vice versa, and they lose their match? Because, let's be honest here, Trish and Lita have always had this back and forth. We're friends, but we hate each other. We're friends, but we hate each other. We're friends, but we hate each other. Like, that's what it's been. And if you grew up in the Attitude Era, or if you watched the Attitude Era, you know what I'm talking about. So that would be crazy. That was a weird, wild thought there, but who knows? Hopefully tonight they stay on the same page and they're team bestie, and they defeat Mickie James and Alicia Fox. That's my prediction. The thing is, like, Mickie and Alicia have both been in this business for so long, and I feel like they kind of get forgotten about, so I'm actually really glad that they have their own match, and it's not, I'm just throwing you in the Battle Royal, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy about that. Let's see, there's more comments. I want to make sure that I get to all you guys, because I don't want to, like, think I'm ignoring you. Oh my goodness, Edward, you're in here. Man, I haven't talked to you in forever. He says, so far, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alondra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly, Molly Holly, Maria Kanellis, Zelina Vega, Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, Asuka, Sonia, Mandy Rose, and it says Seymour. Let's see who else is gonna be. It won't let me see anything. It says Seymour, but it won't let me. But I'm assuming that you just gave me a list of everybody that is, going to be in the Battle Royal. Carlos says that he loves my shirt. I love my shirt too. It's the best. Let's see. I think Nia wins the Battle Royal. That's what Mark says. That's a good prediction. Team Bestie sticking around after tonight. You think? Oh my gosh. If that's a thing, I'll cry. I'm gonna take Asuka to win the Women's Battle Royal. Okay, so I love how you guys are also putting in your predictions. Please continue to do so because I love this interaction. I think this is the biggest chat I've had since doing these. So please continue talking to me because I love this. The next match that I want to shed some light on or talk about is the match that literally has me torn. You know what? I'm gonna do this really quick. Hold on. Literally has me torn like to pieces because I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now, and I don't know what I'm doing with this shirt either. Give me like a few seconds. Okay, so I'm not gonna put it on, but I'm just gonna do it like that. Hopefully it stays like that. Give me a second. This is the match. This is the match right here that has me torn, and I don't know what to do with my life. Because it is the Riot Squad versus Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Natalya. It's a 3-on-3, tag match. To be honest, when this match first got announced, I was very pissed, I guess, because I felt like, I felt that the Riot Squad deserved better. I felt that Bayley and Sasha and Natty deserved better. I was like, wait, so if they have their own match, does that mean they're not in the Battle Royal? And I was like, does that mean that they're not even considering any of these 6 women for a future title shot? I was like, this is just absolute bullshit. Like that was my first initial reaction. But upon observation and thinking about it, I'm just glad they have a match. Hold on, there's more comments. I want to read more comments. Oh, what's up, Candy? Welcome to the chat. Let's see. It says Mark says Asuka seems the obvious choice to win the Battle Royal. Paul says Tanya Evander wanna watch with us, homie. Gonna be some hot chicks. Yeah, you should tell her there's gonna be some hot chicks all over this card. Let's see. Edward says Ember Moon or Asuka to win the Battle Royal. Also, I agree with you. AJ Lee or Caitlyn are both show up. I'm marking out like crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you and I are on the same page with that one. I'd rather see Bayley and Sasha versus Lita and Trish. My goodness, that would have been epic. That 6-woman tag is a slap in the face to Bayley, Sasha, and Ruby. No, agree with everything. Mark says that he rather would have seen, Trish and Lita versus Bayley and Sasha. That would have made more sense because it would have been Team Bestie versus Team Bestie, literally like past Team Bestie versus modern day Team Bestie. It would have made so much more sense. Again, what Carlos said, that was my initial reaction of like, this is a slap in the face because all 6 of these women deserve so much more. Like, the Riot Squad has been on a tear. Like, they have quickly become one of my favorites. I got this shirt for my birthday, and I've literally worn it at least, 10 times. And my birthday was in the beginning of the month, and I am obsessed with it. Like, I'm so happy that I finally got it. And yeah, I don't know. Like, them being in this 6-person tag, does that mean that they're not in the Battle Royal? Does that mean that the WWE doesn't have any, further plans for them, which is very, very upsetting. But I feel like because I'm feeling this type of way, I feel like that match might surprise me. Not might surprise me because I know all of them are good. Ruby Riot's amazing. Sarah Logan's amazing. Liv Morgan's amazing. Bayley, oh my goodness. Is my favorite wrestler of all time. Right now, current. If I had to make a list, she would be at the top. That's just me being honest. And then Sasha Banks is incredible. And then, of course, Natty is a veteran in her own right. And I think the 6 of them being in a match, if given the right time, and if not having sloppy, weird finishes like the other matches have had in the past, I think this one could be the surprise of the night. And who knows, we might see some double crossing in that match too. Bailey and Sasha never really resolved anything. I mean, they kind of did, but it was kind of just like swept under the rug. So who knows what could happen with that match? It's really hard for me to be like, I'm gonna pick a winner, but I mean, to be honest, I think I am going with the Riot Squad just because, and I know people probably collectively gasp right now because, like, I said that I'm going for the Riot Squad and not a team that Bailey's on. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I think the Riot Squad is more of a cohesive tag team. And I love that. You know, we've never seen a powerful women's faction the way we've seen the Riot Squad. I mean, sure, there was Absolution, but that didn't last long. There was PCB, but that didn't last long either. And, you know, like, what was it? BFS, the BFFs, like Best Fabulous Friends or whatever, which is, it was Summer Rae, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. Y'all remember that? Please tell me you remember BFF, or if I'm like the only one that does. But, you know, we've seen things like that, but none of them have ever been as cohesive as the Riot Squad, and that's why I'm like 100% behind the Riot Squad, because all three of them are so different. Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, like they all have, you know, this different look about them. And I wanna ask Ed this. I don't know if you're still in here, but how do you feel about Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan getting a predominant space on the card, because they're from your town, Indiana? Like, you've seen both of them wrestle, at least I think. I know you've seen Sarah Logan for sure, and I'm pretty sure you mentioned Ruby Riott back when she was Haiti Lovelace. How do you feel about that? Like, girls that, you know, wrestled in Indiana that you knew, that you saw go, you know, when you went to these independent shows, and now they're in WWE. How do you feel about that? Because I've been meaning to ask you, and if you're still in here, please answer me, because I need to know. But yes, I'm definitely going with the Riot Squad with that one. Again, I know people are probably collectively going crazy right now because they're like, what? You gonna choose Team Bailey? But I gotta do what I gotta do. But like I said, for the most part, I am probably gonna be playing Switzerland, literally waving around my freaking shirt while wearing my Sasha Banks hat, because why not? I love them all. And it's not about win or losing for me in that one. Let's see. Carlos says that Storm versus Io Shirai is going to be match of the night. I think that, honestly, I think it has the possibility. Do you think Ruby Riott will ever be a WWE champion? Paulie asked me. I freaking hope so. I don't see why they wouldn't put the title on her. I know that she had a title opportunity, like, what, 2 years ago? A year and a half ago? Not even 2 years ago. No, like a year and a half ago, when she faced Charlotte, and obviously didn't go her way. But I definitely think that she deserves another shot. I would love to see Ruby Riott versus Ronda Rousey. I know, you guys are thinking, yeah, but we have already. No, but I mean, like an actual feud and an actual build-up and promos at each other. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Ruby Riott is really good on the mic. I was watching a lot of her old stuff, and I was like, damn, girl, you impressive. But yeah, I definitely think Ruby Riott will be champion one day. Let's see. So sorry you know more than me, lol. Hey, it's cool, man. Paul, you're still learning, Paulie. It's cool, man. I'm glad that you're into it, though. I'm glad that you're willing to learn. I need more wrestling fans. That's why I'm here to learn. We need women's tag titles, Mark Davidson says. I 100% agree. That's also a rumor still floating around for tonight that I last read, that they might be debuted tonight. And you know what? Who knows? They might be, because let's not forget, they debuted the new women's title at WrestleMania. We were just like, what? Like, huh? That was out of nowhere. So, I mean, we might get that tonight. I don't know. But look, again, I'm going to bring up the Riot Squad. If there are Raw tag titles, I will only be okay with 2 teams being the inaugural champions. 2. That's it. 2. The Riot Squad and the Iconics. Because to me, those 2 have been the most cohesive teams ever. And then maybe arguing Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, because they're still together, and that's amazing. So maybe those 3 as arguments. No disrespect to Sasha and Bailey, because you know I love them. You know they're my faves. But if they become the inaugural champions, I would be kind of pissed because it's like, I'd rather see them feuding, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think everyone rather see them feuding as like, instead of like, oh, we're besties. But that's just my opinion. So if we get Raw tag titles, I hope the Riot Squad or the Iconics are the inaugural champions. That's my opinion. Whether you agree or disagree with that, that's fine. But yes, again, 6-person tag going with the Riot Squad. Let me read more comments. Carla said the titles are squad property. I agree, 100%. Thank you for agreeing with me. And you said you want to see Io Shirai versus Kairi Sane. I think everyone wants to see that because that would be magic. That would be absolutely incredible. Mark Davison says, put the titles on the squad. Yes, the squad. I am all about the squad. I agree. See, I'm glad that you guys agree with me. This is pretty dope. Okay, next match. Sorry, I feel a little bit winded because I feel like I'm talking fast and I know I gotta do other things. But okay, so the next match that I want to talk about is the NXT Women's Title match, and I'm already laughing because I already know what everyone is thinking. I mean, look, you see my shirt, you see my hat, you know what team I'm on. But I think this feud has been tremendous, and it's crazy to think that it's been going on for over a year, if you really think about it. It first culminated at the first Mae Young Classic when Kairi Sane beat Shayna Baszler in the finals. And then, about, I don't remember, like almost a couple months later, that's when Shayna made her debut, attacking Kairi Sane from behind and choking her out. And then eventually beating Kairi Sane to become #1 contender, and then thus defeating Ember Moon to become the NXT Women's Championship. And then Shayna dropped it to Kairi Sane. So here's the thing. They're 2-2 right now. You know, like Kairi has beat Shayna twice and Shayna has beat Kairi twice. So I think tonight is the rubber match, if you will, unless they want to keep it going. And if they want to keep it going, by all means, do it, because I love watching them wrestle. I know there's a lot of people thinking that, you know, Shayna's main roster bound, and I have a lot to say about that because I have a lot of opinions and I'm totally biased in a lot of things for obvious reasons. For me personally, I would love if Shayna wins tonight, becoming the very first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. But I know there's a lot of people saying, like, there's not that much she can do on NXT still, and, like, you know, she's done all she can do, and she needs to go to Raw to be with Ronda. You know, I've heard different things, but here's what I want. I want Shayna to win the NXT Women's Championship, stay on NXT for a little bit longer, dominate, and then eventually team up with her homies, Marina Shafir and Jessamyn Duke, and then have those three just obliterate, I don't know how to say that, the NXT roster, and then take it to the main roster and do the same exact thing. And then eventually, by then, my hope is to have the tag titles by then, like that actually be a thing, and then literally all of them have the tag, like a title. Like Jess and Marina could have the tag titles. Say Ronda's still Raw champion. Maybe Shayna is SmackDown Women's Champion, or maybe NXT Women's Champion. Who knows? But that's what I want. I know people are like, you crazy, but that's what I want. That's my hope. So for tonight, I definitely think, but I want Shayna Baszler to win. I know that it can go either way because, like I said, they're both 2-2. But I think this match is also a potential show stealer for match of the night, right next to Toni Storm and Io Shirai. I think this is one that people should be paying attention to, especially if you're not familiar with NXT, especially if you're not familiar with Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess, or the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. But like I said, you know where my heart is. You know, people here know that I know Shayna personally, and that's my friend, and I can't root against my friend, y'all. Like I can't. Like that's unheard of. And it's nothing against Kyrie. I think she's incredible. I love her insane elbow. I love her gimmick. I do. I won't lie. But I gotta go with the submission magician. I gotta go with the heel tap, napper, snap, and making history like she always does. Because in order to make history, you have to know your history, and she definitely does know her history. So Shayna Baszler for the win for that match. That is my pick. Let's see. More people commented. Edward says the Iconics, yes. The Riot Squad, yes, as the first tag team women's champions. Thanks for agreeing. Mark Davidson says I'm not a fan of Shayna at all. Sad face, don't make me cry on camera. How dare you, Mark? No, I'm just kidding. Look, everybody is entitled to their opinions, and everybody, has their wrestlers and has the styles that they follow, and I totally understand that. And I'm gonna say something, and I know like a lot of people are like, you're just being biased because that's your buddy, that's Shayna. But I personally love Shayna and her gimmick. Do I even call it a gimmick? Not really, because this is her attitude, her I can't really describe it, but like what you see with Shayna is what you get. But at the same time, there are so many more layers to her because I'm gonna break kayfabe just for a little bit, just a smidge. She is literally the most sweetest, most humble, most loyal person you will ever meet, ever. If you guys don't know, then you don't know. But if you do know, you do know. That's all I'm gonna say. And the things that Shayna has done in my life are incredible. And for that, I will always root for her no matter what, no matter who she's facing. Even if she faces Bayley one day, I still got to root for my girl Shayna. And for me, I love what Shayna's been able to do on the roster on NXT because to me, there hasn't been a female wrestler like that where you watch them wrestle and you watch them do their moves and you literally like cringe not in the bad way, but cringe for their opponent because you're like, oh my god, like that shit looks legit. The way she twists arms and twists legs and steps on shoulders and elbow, like it's so nasty and aggressive. We haven't seen a woman like that. Like, yeah, people tried to build Nia Jax as the unstoppable force, and there was Karma for a little while, but none of them lasted. And to me, Shayna is just so violent and in a way brings legitimacy to the wrestling world in the sense of like, oh my god, was that real or was that not? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. She just does something to you, and her mic skills have vastly improved, and I'm still proud of her. Like, she's only been in the WWE for like a year and a half. And she came from the Indies because for those of you who think, oh, she just got to WWE because of who her friend is, are you? No, she was on the Indies. She was on Shimmer. She was on Stardom Wrestling. She was on ECCW Wrestling, which is Extreme Canada Championship Wrestling. She was even in ROH for a little bit. Bet y'all didn't know that, huh? With Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. She's been around, She's not just, hey, I'm in WWE and I'm getting everything handed to me or whatever people would like to say. She's earned her spot, and I get it. Not everyone's gonna be into the style of catch wrestling and like legit submissions and MMA style wrestling, but I love Shayna. Shayna's the homie. Let's see more comments. Hold on, I can't read. Oh, okay, hold on. Mark said he's not a fan of Shayna at all. I read that already. Carlos said that he wants Brie in NXT. Brie, for those of you who do not know, stands for Best Roommates Ever, and that is Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Mia Yim. I would love to see them team up in NXT too, and it's quite possible, especially because Mia Yim just got signed, Jessamine Duke is signed, and then of course we all know Shayna Baszler is in NXT. that Shayna turned up to 11. Yeah, no, when you see Shayna on TV, Carlos is 100% right. That is Shayna turned up to 11. And I love it because it's so real, and it's like, oh, like I just want to hug you sometimes. But yeah, definitely going for Shayna Baszler in that match. Obviously, I mean, really, guys, did you really think I was gonna go anywhere else with that one? Really? And then of course, okay, this is the third potential match of the night. So, like I said, matches of the night in my mind will be Io Shirai versus Toni Storm, Baszler versus Sane, and then this one, of course, Becky Lynch defending her championship against Charlotte Flair. And let me start off by saying this. I boo the woo. I'm going for the Irish last kicker, ladies and gentlemen. Becky Lynch. I know usually I put my prediction at the end, but I just had to get that out there because I thought that would be more poetic, I guess. Man. Okay, so here's something else I want to say about this feud. I don't know if Triple H and Shane and the cool people are more in charge of SmackDown as opposed to Raw with like Vince and his yes men, but I'm assuming that that's what it is because with Becky and Charlotte and this feud, like, don't get me wrong, I am so happy that it's happening. I love it. I love every minute of it. I love the back and forth promos. I love Becky attacking Charlotte at freaking, a photo shoot. I love when Charlotte speared, Becky through the LED monitor on the ramp. I mean, actually, no, it was the other way around. Becky speared Charlotte. But I love their match at Hell in a Cell. I love their match at SummerSlam. Everything about this feud has been incredible, and I have enjoyed every single second of it. But I just wish that Raw would have done the same thing and would have given Bayley and Sasha that same attention. But that's just me complaining about things that I cannot change now, so I'm going to stop. But, man, oh man, oh man, this last woman standing match, for a while it was so annoying that they were billing it as the first ever last woman standing match, because I know people were like, well, what about Nikki Cross and Asuka in NXT? And it's funny because last night, finally, WWE acknowledges their mistake, and it's like, Becky Lynch and Charlotte have to follow in the footsteps. And then they tagged a video of the, Nikki Cross and Asuka match. I'm like, finally! And then Nikki Cross retweeted, and I was like, thank you for correcting yourselves, because that match was amazing. And I get it, like NXT and WWE are seen as two different entities, but at the same time, NXT still is WWE. So I'm really glad that they did that. Again, Sasha versus, not Sasha, what the hell? I'm all over the place. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. I think it has the potential to be, again, one of the matches of the night. I think that both of them, obviously being really close in real life, are going to have incredible chemistry. It's a last woman standing match, so I don't know what the hell we're going to see. We're going to see weapons being used. Hell, we might even see some blood. I don't know. But I'm excited, and I think it's going to be cool. Becky has been incredible since she turned heel. And it's so funny because she can literally say anything degrading, disrespectful to fans and former legends like Edge. Like, she made fun of Edge's neck injury and still got cheered. Guys, Becky Lynch is so over, and because of that, me and my friend Chris were talking, and he thinks that this match can go either way. They might turn Becky face again and go with Charlotte being a heel, because they're not booing Becky, but people will definitely boo Charlotte. So, I don't know, maybe it's like a double switcheroo. Maybe Charlotte regains. I really hope that Chris is wrong on that, and I really hope that Becky retains, because, she was the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion, and then she lost it, and then after she lost it, she kind of got lost in the shuffle and was kind of like an afterthought. And now she's on top of the division again, and I think she deserves a lengthy title reign. So for me, I'm going for the last kicker, Becky Lynch. But I wouldn't hate it if Charlotte won either. Maybe I would. Maybe I would be a little bit upset. But either way, I think it's going to be a phenomenal match. More comments. Let's see. Oh, no, there is no more comments. Okay, I thought there was more, but there isn't. And last but not least, the main event of the evening. You guys like me channeling my inner Bruce Buffer? I hope you guys got that, because if you didn't, I'm gonna feel so stupid. Get it? Ronda Rousey, Bruce Buffer? No? Anybody? Okay, I'm gonna stop. So, it's Ronda. No, wait. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Sorry that her name was less enthusiastic. Not that I dislike her or anything, but I wouldn't know how to say it. So this is the main event, and there have been so many like mixed reviews on this, because so many people are like, Ronda just got here. She already got the title. Look, I get it. I get why that could be frustrating. But at the end of the day, a pay-per-view called Evolution means change, and the division is changing. And I think Ronda Rousey being the face of that makes perfect sense, because ever since Ronda Rousey has been a thing, she has changed the game. She changed the game in judo. She changed the game in the Olympics. She changed the game in MMA. She is the reason why women have a platform now in MMA. And I know a lot of people hate when I say that, and I know a lot of my friends get a little bit, frustrated, because they're like, but I was doing it before she was, and I didn't have the media that was afforded to me that she had, and all this stuff, and I get that. I get it. 100%. I get why you would be frustrated, but at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is, Ronda freaking Rousey is a trailblazer, and she has broken down barrier after barrier after barrier. Whether you love her or hate her, that is a fact that cannot be denied. It can't be. So the fact that WWE was like, you know what, we want you in our company, and we want you to be the forefront of this pay-per-view, it makes sense, okay? It does. Bottom line, it does. Again, like, people may not agree with it, but it is what it is, and you know what? I give her credit, because, and I don't know if Ed is still in here, but when Ronda Rousey first got signed to WWE, when that was a thing, me and him talked about it, and we said, we are all for it as long as Ronda does not become Brock Lesnar, the female Brock Lesnar. Don't make her this special attraction where you only see her on certain pay-per-views like SummerSlam and WrestleMania. No, we don't want that. We want her there all the time. And you know what? I am not surprised that has how it's been, because Ronda Jean Rousey, yes, I went there. I said her full name. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Kayfabe, has been, one of those people that gives 100% and gives it her all to everything that she does, and she will never half-ass anything. So I'm not surprised that she's doing house shows, and that she shows up on Raw, and that she's on pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. And she's learning so quickly, and I feel like Ronda Rousey, anything she touches turns to gold, and that's what she's doing in the WWE. And you know what? I will be the first person to say this. I think Ronda Rousey was influential in the WWE waking up and being like, hey man, we gotta do something different. Because they saw what she did for the UFC, and they saw how the crowd reacted when Ronda Rousey showed up at WrestleMania, what was it, 29? 30? With The Rock? Like, that was huge, and I knew from that day forward, I was like, this is definitely not going to be the last time we see Ronda Rousey in a WWE ring. And here we are today, and it's here. She's wrestling in the WWE. She's the Raw Women's Champion. And it's crazy. It's almost like I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. This match, I feel like it might end quickly. I feel like it might be one and done, and Ronda beats the shit out of Nikki Bella. But I also hope that it's not that way. I hope that Nikki does, give her a fight, if you will. I know a lot of people are like, realistically, that's not a thing, and that won't happen. And I get it. But I really do hope that this match has a good lengthy amount. It'll be interesting because, again, Chris isn't here, but he gave me a few of his thoughts and blurbs to put in here. He thinks that Nikki might actually have the possibility of winning tonight, especially if Nikki decides to use twin magic, because we haven't seen twin magic in forever. And for those of you who do not know what twin magic is, I'm assuming all 5 of you in here, or all 4 of you in here, know what twin magic is. But for those of you who do not know what twin magic is when Brie and Nikki swap places because they look alike, and then their opponents are like, what the hell? And then they lose, and so that might happen. I don't know. But either way, I hope it's a good match. I'm going to go with Ronda Rousey retaining because I think that makes the most sense. There have been a few... I have a few thoughts. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. I think tonight we see the debut of Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir, and I think they will have some involvement in the main event. Because what was it, 2 weeks ago? Last week, when there was a contract signing for Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella kept on saying that Ronda has nobody, and Ed is the one that pointed this out to me, so Ed, thank you for that if you're watching. Nikki said Ronda had nobody, but no, that is a lie. She has her girls, she has her family, Shayna, Jessamyn, and Marina, so I definitely think we will see them. If it gets carried away, and if Ronda is getting beat up, and getting it to her, 2-on-1 or whatever, I think that's where we see Marina and Jessamyn, and if not there in the NXT title match, we will see them tonight, but I don't know in what capacity. I mean, I think we'll see them tonight. I hope so. Marina Shafir was featured in one of WWE's videos, so I'm assuming they're kind of trying to tell us, hello, get used to this face. So maybe that's what I think. I think they have an involvement in helping Ronda per se retain if things go a little bit wonky. And then another rumor that I don't even know if I want to talk about because it makes me emotional, and it gives me a bunch of mixed emotions. And apparently, according to Carlos, that the idea was axed, but you never know. WWE changes things on the fly. Again, this is just rumor. This is all just speculation. But one of the things floating around is, oh my God, that Shayna Baszler betrays Ronda Rousey and cost her the championship. And I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't, especially if it actually happens. The thing is, being a writer myself, and from a fan standpoint, it would make sense, 100%, because they could play off of, Shayna being I am so sick and tired of living in your shadow. Everyone talks about you when they talk about MMA greats, but I was doing this before you. I was doing first-time evers before you. I was breaking down barriers before you. I was in the top 10 before you, but yet every time someone talks about me, it's like they associate me with you all the time, and I'm sick of it. That alone is reason for Shayna to turn on Ronda. Again, I know that Shayna personally doesn't believe all of that, but that's what you hear on Twitter and on Facebook and everywhere, and it's been like that for years. So if they did want to do that, they should take that element, that angle, and be like, this is why I did what I did. And I want the title. I want to prove that I'm better than you. There is a couple of, things that I missed. Gary says, preach. I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying when you said that. I'm sorry. I'm just now seeing all these comments. Paulie says, let's go. I feel like he's getting hype. They could have Shayna help Ronda. That's exactly what I was thinking. Gary says no, and I'm assuming he's saying no to the Shayna turning on Ronda. Paul says that I'm a genius, and he says, I bet she ruined it. She's gonna ruin it for us. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I really don't know. I mean, to be honest, I would like to see that happen, and if it happens, I would be like, oh my goodness, that's genius, because nobody's all coming unless you follow MMA, and you're like, okay, I can totally see it coming. But I feel like a vast majority would be very confused, and it would just be like, what in the world? So if it happens one day, I would be extremely pleased. But I don't think, if it happens, I don't think tonight is the night to do it. But, I mean, if you want shock value, then go for it. And I would love to see Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. And you know what? Here's the thing, and this is what's crazy, and I don't know if all of you know this, but I know this, and I remember this. When, on The Ultimate Fighter Season 18, which was like 6 years ago, and this is how I got introduced to Ronda Rousey and company, Ronda Rousey and Jess and Shayna and Marina. Like, literally, I all found them on that same show. But when Shayna was on Team Rousey and when Shayna lost her fight in the house, there was this, I don't remember if it was an interview or if it was an actual conversation, but I remember Ronda telling Shayna, like, your time with me isn't over, and I know that one day I will be looking across and I will see you and I will face you one day. And I always thought, okay, it's going to happen in MMA. One day we're going to see, Rowdy Ronda Rousey versus the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, and it'll be amazing. But, obviously we never got to see that because Shayna, left MMA for professional wrestling, and then, Ronda did the same. But I'm like, but what if it does happen, just in a completely different ring? And I want it to happen. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I want it to. If the seeds for it are planted tonight, by all means. But I rather would have Ronda win tonight and then celebrate and close out the show with Shayna, Jessamine, and Marina. And if that happens, guys, you will see tears. I might go live for like live reactions or something because I feel like tonight's going to be big. I feel like I'm going to be crying a lot. I feel like for me personally, it's going to be huge because, like I said, people that I know personally, people that have been there for me personally. Again, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do, you do. And you could probably Google stuff and find it or whatever. But if you don't know, you don't know. And if you do, you do. Those girls are so important to me. And if the show closes with them in the way that I think that it will, it's going to be an emotional night. It's going to be an emotional night all the way around. I feel like, I don't know. Like I said in the beginning of this thing, and I don't know how long I've been on here already, but like I said, like, I would have never thought, we would be here. We went from, like, bra and panty matches to pudding pool matches to 2-minute matches to a Divas Championship that looked like a butterfly to Santina Marella winning a women's battle royal to, matches like, the match that Bayley and Sasha put on Brooklyn, and the Iron Woman matches, and the Hell in a Cell matches with Sasha and, Charlotte, and the Falls Count Anywhere matches with Sasha and Charlotte, and the very first Money in the Bank, like, and now we are at a all-women's pay-per-view. Like, that is huge, and times are changed, and I know that a lot of people are saying they have the general consensus that this is just a PR stunt because of the fact that, WWE and the whole drama with Saudi Arabia and all of that. And that may be true. But at the end of the day, tonight is a huge night for women of the future. I know that Izzy is going to be in the arena. If you guys don't know who Izzy is, she is the Bayley superfan, and I want to be best friends with her. I really do. She's 13, I think, and she's already wrestling on the indies, and she's already become a champion. Yes, she became a champion, and yes, she got chokeslammed by a dude, and it caused an uproar. If you guys don't know, look it up on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. It's called Izzy Mania. Yes, I'm plugging her because that's what it's all about. It's all about the future of this business. Tonight is that. Tonight is so special, guys, and if you guys are having your reservations about watching the whole thing, and if some of you were only there to watch Ronda, I understand because you guys are Ronda fans. But please do me a favor and watch the whole thing from start to finish. It's going to be good. Every one of these women deserve all the praises and all the love. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see what everybody else is saying before I get out of here. Okay, nobody has said anything, I don't think. No, nobody has said anything up. All right, guys, so I'm going to get out of here because I know it's almost time for the pre-show or the kickoff. I think it probably already is. I don't even know how long I've been talking. But I hope you guys enjoy Evolution. Again, I might try to hop back on here a little bit later for some live reactions. No promises, though. But I most likely will do a post-Evolution feelings depending on how everything goes and depending on what I have planned with my family for tonight. But I am stoked, and I hope you guys are stoked as well. I'm excited. I'm happy. I can't wait. Tonight's gonna be the night. And I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling for almost an hour. And yeah, guys, enjoy Evolution. Tonight's the night. Tonight, history is going to be made regardless of what happens. Just enjoy it for what it is. And I love you guys, and God bless you all. And again, enjoy Evolution. And I'll see you guys later, man. Queen of Spades. Diamonds are forever. So are the Four Horsewomen. Later, guys.